Ooh, welcome man, welcome back to the channel guys. Real quick, yes, beautiful day in the A, 2007 or 8, I think 07 Chrysler 300 guys. No heat man. We still in February, although it's sunny out here and it's a beautiful day. There are still some people out complaining about their heat, and who am I to judge them? Okay, I want to get their heat running if that is their concern. Now, so what we're gonna do here, we're gonna diagnose this thing, try to figure out why the heater is not working. Okay, y'all know how we do. First thing you check is coolant. Let's go through a few things you need to do from a DIY standpoint. Okay, now the finishing after you diagnose it and you find out or figure out the problem, that will determine if it's a DIY job. Okay, everything is not DIY, guys. All right, now some of the preliminary stuff you can check. Let's go over a few. All right, in order for your heater to work, one must adhere to the cooling system being extremely full. You can't overfill it, but it has to be full, guys, and free of air pockets. No air pockets. Remember, air creates space. You don't need space in the cooling system, okay? That can cause you all kinds of trouble. All right, cooling system part. Now, I said this before, I'm gonna say it again. Trouble codes, scan to. You can even use AutoZone. All you wanna do is find out if there's any P codes in the PCM, all right? And what we're looking for that's related to heater operation is codes like P0128, thermostat rationality, thermostat stuck open. Guys, if your thermostat is stuck open, yes, it will affect heater. Okay, now one guy asked me this the other day, if your thermostat stuck closed, that won't necessarily affect heater operation. It will, however, affect overheating. You could overheat. If your thermostat stuck closed, your coolant can't circulate the way it's supposed to. So yes, there's a chance you may overheat. You don't want that. All right, so, but what we're looking for is the thermostat stuck open. That will affect heat. There's a couple more things, guys. If your system is automatic ATC, automatic temperature control, meaning it's electric, right? You have knobs, you have an HVAC module, okay? You can adjust your settings automatically, okay? You can just hit a button, set in a temperature, and the machine or the module will try to maintain that temperature. All right, now if your computer or your scan tool able to check that, that's another good thing to do. All right, so let's cut all the jib jabbing. Let's pop the hood and see. We're gonna measure the temperature of the heater hoses. That matters, guys. Okay, now I don't have my infrared light, so we're gonna use our God-given tools. All right, our hand and our feel. All right, let's get it. All right, guys, we got the cover off now. First thing first, let's check the coolant level. This reservoir, all right, it's under pressure. Make sure there's not pressure buildup before you remove this cap. It is not on this particular car. All right, whoa, guys. All right, the coolant level is low. So what I suggest you do is stop right there. Fix that, okay? You're not gonna get adequate heating from a system that's low on coolant. Now, keep in mind, if you're low, there's a reason, right? You don't just become low for no reason. You either have a leak or you either have a leak. All right, so we're gonna check both of those. Stay tuned. Alrighty, guys, we got it running. I do not have my pressure tester here today. I'm working from the house. But guys, we can do some visual. And what I'm seeing visually, oh my goodness, guys. Yes, it is wet down there, guys. Oh, look at the seam. Oh, uh-oh, guys, that is our problem. You're not going to get adequate heating from a system that's low on coolant. Yes, I got coolant all right there, guys. This radiator is leaking, guys. We have to get this replaced, all right? So what I'm gonna do is take a trip to the good old AutoZone and see if I can get her radiator. Let me give her a call, give her an estimate first, then we're gonna go from there, all right? Y'all stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. Yes, Duralast, okay. Lifetime, semi-lifetime warranty. I don't know how that works, guys. Don't start me to line. Y'all know how these places are. But I have a Duralast radiator. What's the quality? I do not know. Do not care. This is what she paid for. This is what she want. Y'all know what? this is what she gonna get. Guys, we got work to do. Let's get it. All right, y'all. I don't want to waste so much time because I don't want to be in here in this garage all day. It's kind of chilly. So I'm gonna start yanking off parts. I'll get y'all as much footage as I can. The goal is to get the radiator out. So let me go over a few things. We'll have to remove the fan, electric fan assembly, the air cleaner, okay, these little brackets and covers, all of that, and hopefully I'll be able to rock the radiator forward to bring it straight up instead of down because I'm not on the ground. All right, so like I said, I'll try to get y'all as much footage as possible. Let me get started. All right, so first thing first, we got to get the fan out, all right? The fan is just held on by 2 screws, just 2 10mm screws. So once you get those out the way, simply unplug the fan and you just got to fish the fan assembly all the way on up out of here, okay? You will have to remove the radiator hose, the upper radiator hose. Okay, the only thing I'm really concerned about, guys, is as you can see, this is a Hemi, right? So the history of the Hemi is, man, dropping valve seats and things like that after it's been overheated. So I don't know if she's overheated the engine, but you got to be extremely careful with these Hemi engines. Not just Hemi, any engine utilizing an aluminum cylinder head. Okay, those valve seats, if that head get real hot and expand or retract, the valve seats could drop. And once that valve seat drop, the piston gonna come up, and if that valve seat hanging down, that's it. That is a wrap. Okay, so I've had one in the shop one time. We was debating whether to just put heads on it, but the piston had came up and smacked the valves and just punched a hole actually in the piston. So at that point, we didn't want to gamble with it. So we ended up replacing her complete engine. So that's the only thing I'm concerned with on this car, is if she let it overheat, and now she may have warped the head. I don't know. I will not know until I get this radiator replaced, fill it up with coolant, and drive it, and find out then. Okay, but it drove over here. Okay, I've topped it off with water on the way over here. All right, so now I can actually see the radiator, and it looks like I will be able to fish it through here. So all I got to do now is get the condenser off of the radiator, okay, and remove the lower radiator hose, and that should be it. All right, so what I'm gonna do is go ahead and start removing all these little cover plates and these radiator hold down. They're just 10mm, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that because I will have to go out and get my drain pan. Okay, I do not want coolant all over my garage floor, so we'll go chase my drain pan. It's around here somewhere. I will have to find it. I mean, when I pull the upper radiator hose off, then nothing come out, so it's obviously very low. All right, so we got to get both of these out. Remember, it's 2 of them, one on each side. And all we're doing now is trying to get the condenser off of the radiator. There's some connections down there that's holding the condenser on to the radiator. All right, see, there's one. It should be like 4 of them holding the condenser onto the radiator with little 10mm screws. There's one right there. There's one down at the bottom, and it's one same position but on the other side, one up top, then one on the bottom. So let me fish those out of there, and we shall proceed. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have the condenser now off of the radiator. So the radiator's freelancing now. Only thing holding it in place now is the lower radiator hose. So once we get that off, the radiator should be ready to come out. Okay, so let's see if I can get a good bite on this radiator hose. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have the lower radiator hose off. So now it's just a matter of fishing the radiator assembly out of its place. All right, this takes some serious finagling. All right, so I'm gonna come out from the bottom. I'm gonna bring the bottom up and down just to clear this top frame. Let's see if this works, because these shields are, I'm catching on these little shields. Oh, looks like we are scot-free, y'all. Come to Papa, baby. Go ahead and get this shield out the way, because we will need to reuse that. I smell success. Even though I'm making a mess, I can live with that. Ladies and gentlemen, just a little bit more. Get this power steering hose out the way. Yeah. Come on, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, there it is. Radiator assembly. We have the complete radiator assembly out of the car. As you can see, it was leaking over here on the right side. Radiator seams just coming apart. Good thing for her, this particular radiator came with a lifetime warranty. Like I explained in the previous video, that do not cover labor. Somebody has to pay me to do this again. As she went to a Chrysler approved dealership, and this happened within 12 months or 12,000 miles, or 1 year or 12,000 miles, they would have repaired it free of charge. No labor or no parts. That's the difference between a dealership doing your work and your mechanic friend doing it. But unfortunately, in some cases, the dealership is extremely, you would have been out of way more money. It's more expensive. All right, I'm gonna go back in the trunk, get the new radiator and put it in. I'm just gonna simply reverse the removal procedure, okay? Reverse the removal procedure in order to install. There's no need for me to film that. I had a hard time with camera angles. Anyway, now here's the bleeder valve I was telling you about. This is where we bleed this particular car at. But I have double duty. I'm gonna use my bleeder funnel and this hose. I found my Allen set. So I will be able to remove that and properly bleed the system of all air, okay? Because as you know, that coolant also has to travel to the heater coil. All right, so the customer will have heat, sufficient heat. We are now in the winter season and she may want her heat. All right, so I'm gonna shut this down, man. Thanks for watching. Comment and subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next video.